Greetings, YouTube. This probably won't come as a shock to anybody who's been on the internet for more than about 30 seconds, but the big social media platforms are just handing over data to police so that they can help prosecute people and track them when it comes to, say, for example, your menstrual cycles. Yeah, they are. If I remember where the article came out of, do Business Business Insider, and it's entitled "Police Getting Help with Social Media to Prosecute People Seeking Abortions." Um, Not only are they getting it from social media, but they're also being able they're using the leftover data, the trail that people leave behind them when it comes to emails and texts. And there's someone in Texas at the moment, actually three women in Texas at the moment, who are being sued because the two of them assisted a third one in acquiring the chemicals required to have a chemically induced abortion, which are perfectly safe and should be legal everywhere. Should be over the counter with no argument anywhere in America. Um, but it isn't, because we are living in a dystopian nightmare at this point in time. The social conservatives have taken a grasp of some of the key organizations in America, even though 70% of Americans think that abortion should remain safe and legal. So yeah, we have a minority of social conservatives who have seized the key points that they need to impose their worldview, their religious worldview, upon the rest of us. So I know this is an old fat white guy, and I apologize that I'm talking, and unfortunately it's going to be a female audience because women are the ones that are being persecuted here and prosecuted, are going to be hounded by this data. But I'm going to tell you, hide your data. Don't leave trails. Don't use texts or email. Use things that do not have data uh, persistence. Yes, it's going to be more difficult to do. I understand that. But you have to erase things. And if you have any kind of an app that tracks your menstruation, get rid of it immediately. I heard of something recently where a woman had taken her 15-year-old daughter to a doctor's appointment. And when the doctor asked how her menstrual cycle was going, she said, "It's just fine. There's nothing really to have to talk about that particular issue." And later her mother said, "Well, why didn't you, give more details to the doctor about that?" And her reply was, "I don't know who I can trust." And that's what it's come to. You can't trust your own medical providers, because who knows if they're going to turn you in? Who knows if they're going to notice an interruption in your cycle and take that as you could be pregnant? And if your cycle begins again in the near future, in less than 9 months, they could then use that data to help hound you down because you had an abortion, which is really no one's goddamn business except for the person who has the abortion. Um, so yeah, the data trails that we leave behind are going to come back and bite us on the ass. It's going to lead to lawsuits. It's going to lead to murder. It's going to lead to abuse. It's going to lead to assaults. If you think I'm being facetious here, I'm not. Women have been murdered over these things. Women have been attacked and murdered because they wouldn't give some guy their phone number at a bar. So we have to watch out for each other. And one of the ways we can do that is, unfortunately, have a fat old white guy tell you that you need to hide your data. You need to cover your ass from the moment you begin your menstrual cycle until the moment you no longer have one. You need to help your sisters. It's terrible. It's horrifying that people with a uterus have to put up with this kind of crap, but they do. We need to take back the autonomy of the people in America who have uteruses. And you vote for the right folks, and you speak out whenever possible. Right now, here am what I'm doing right this moment. Hide your data, folks. It's terrifying, but it's where we are.